print on demand. You've definitely heard of it, and you've probably seen those wild claims of easy passive income. But what happens if we put it to the test, like the ultimate test? Today, we're going to break down an experiment to see if it's actually possible to build a real, profitable print-on-demand business from square one with $0 in just 24 hours. Let's find out if the hype is for real. So first, you gotta understand the hype that fuels this whole industry. I mean, the numbers you see getting thrown around online are just staggering. They promise this life of passive income where money just rolls in with, what seems like very little effort. We're talking about genuinely life-changing amounts of money.
You see stuff like this all the time. $34,000 in a single month. It's a crazy number, and it's absolutely designed to make you stop scrolling and pay attention.
And it doesn't stop there. Not by a long shot. Some of these stores are claiming to rake in over $1 million in total revenue. When you see numbers like that, the potential starts to feel, well, almost endless. And here's another one pulling in a cool $21,000 every single month. These are all presented like they're just normal, repeatable success stories, which, it kind of begs the question, right, and this is the big one. This is the whole point. Can a regular person, someone without a massive online following or a big pile of cash to invest, really pull this off? Well, that is exactly what this experiment was designed to find out. Now, to make this a legitimate test, some super strict rules were put in place. First, everything had to be sold under a fake name, a pseudonym, so there was no using any pre-existing reputation or audience. Second, a hard budget of $0, zilch. And third, the entire business, from idea to a live functioning store, had to launch in just 24 hours. Talk about pressure. So the clock is ticking. What's the plan? I mean, how do you even start building a business with these kinds of constraints? Let's get into the strategy. So for anyone who's new to this, the concept is actually brilliant in its simplicity. Step one, you come up with a design. Step two, when a customer buys your product, a partner company prints that design onto, say, a poster or a t-shirt and then ships it directly to them. You literally never have to see or touch any inventory. Your job, step three, just collect the profit. Pretty neat, right? Okay, first big decision. What do you sell? After a little bit of quick research on TikTok, a perfect niche popped up: motivational wall art for entrepreneurs. This is genius because, think about it, it's a market totally driven by impulse buys. And these are people who are willing to spend good money on stuff that inspires them. All right, niche selected. Next up, you need a supplier. For this experiment, the choice was a company called Gelato. And the reason is simple. Their software is incredibly easy to use, and they have printing facilities all over the world, which means customers get their stuff way faster. Remember that 24-hour time limit? Yeah, there was absolutely no time to sit around and create a bunch of designs from scratch. So the work was outsourced to 3 different designers on Fiverr. They were given a really simple, open-ended brief: just create some motivational quotes for entrepreneurs. The whole look of the business was basically in the hands of 3 strangers from the internet. Okay, so the designs are in the works. Now it's time to actually build the store. The place where these products are going to be sold. This is the part where it all starts to feel, well, real. Now, instead of building a whole new website, which would take forever, the experiment leveraged Etsy. And why Etsy? Because it comes with this huge built-in audience of people who are already shopping for unique stuff. The downside, of course, is you're competing with a ton of other sellers on price, but for a quick launch, that trade-off was totally worth it. So, when the designs came back from Fiverr, the quality was, let's just say it was mixed. In the words of the person running the experiment, the only one I really liked looks like something I could have done in 2 minutes. But hey, with the clock ticking, there was no time for do-overs. Every single design had to be used. And this brings up such a crucial point. Presentation is literally everything. Even a super simple design can look like $1 million if you present it the right way. Using Gelato's built-in mock-up tool, those simple text designs were placed into these stylish, realistic-looking rooms, and boom, instantly they looked like high-quality, premium products that you would actually want to buy. Some really specific strategic choices were made for the actual physical product, too. It wasn't just random. We're talking premium matte paper to give it that high-quality feel. The size, 30 by 40 centimeters, is a popular bestseller that fits in most homes, and a simple, neutral black wooden frame. Every little decision was meant to make it more appealing and, of course, to maximize that profit margin. And the final price tag? $49.99. Now, this was deliberately set higher than a lot of the competition on Etsy. It was a bit of a gamble, really. A bet that the professional-looking mock-ups and the premium vibe would justify the cost. The goal here was to hit a really healthy 50% profit margin on every sale. And just like that, it was done. Inside the 24-hour deadline, the business was officially live. The designs were listed, the prices were set, the digital doors were open. Everything was perfectly in place. But now came the one question that really truly mattered. Would anyone actually buy the stuff? All right, after letting the store run for a full 7 days, it is time for the moment of truth. Let's pull back the curtain and look at the cold, hard numbers. This is exactly where all that hype finally meets reality. So, how did it do? Well, the top-line number is actually pretty impressive. Over those 7 days, the store got 11 sales, bringing in a total revenue of £550. I mean, on the surface, that sounds incredible for a business that was built in a single day with literally no money. But as we all know, revenue is not profit. So here's the real story. Once you take out £61 for those fiber designs, then subtract another £36 for Etsy's fees, and then the big one, a hefty £372 for the actual cost of the products and the shipping, you are left with a final net profit of £82. So £82, was it a failure? Absolutely not. This experiment proves a few amazing things. First, it shows you really can make money starting with nothing. Second, that business now exists as a totally passive asset that can keep earning money with zero extra work. And a cool little bonus finding, the shipping from Gelato was shockingly fast, just 3 days to get to the US, which is a huge advantage. And that really brings us to the final thought here. Is £82 in a week just a small win, or is it actually the seed of something much bigger? Think about it. An asset was created from thin air in 24 hours that is now generating profit all on its own. So maybe the question isn't just about the money it made, but about the value of the machine that was built. Is the real prize the profit, or is it the proof that it can be done?